What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
Got an epic TV show, how about to say reaction? Review for Hawkeye. Hawkeye on Disney Plus, episode 1 and 2 came out over the Thanksgiving Day weekend. We watched it, and we're going to review that. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, so I clicked on a little early. But anyway, so we got Hawkeye, episode 1 and 2, man, starring Jeremy Renner and I think Haley Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We knew this was coming. They talked about it last year, and I was like, okay.
Like it was the greatest thing they could have given us.
I know. And I wasn't as for it. Hawkeye's not my favorite character in Avengers, but we got it.
Like this show to me exemplifies like every discussion I've ever heard about Hawkeye, which is the things people don't like about him is he's not like comic bookish enough.
Well, and then also I guess it was a comic book run with Kate Bishop, which she ended up being Hawkeye 2 or something.
The new Hawkeye. And it's like,
so this is like her origin story.
I guess if I was a fan of any of the stories she was in, I'd be about this. I just don't care about the character.
Yeah, I know. Me either. So when you watch, the storyline is this is now. All right. So this is after Thanos, after the Avengers Tower. So they give you a little in between there because when she was a kid. She was right in the middle of New York when the aliens attacked.
Yeah.
And I guess her father died in an explosion. And Hawkeye, did he save her? Or she just saw him kicking butt?
She saw him doing his thing.
Right, and she
was mesmerized.
Mesmerized ever since then. Yeah. She wanted to be Hawkeye. And I guess she feel like, well, that's the only one I can be. Everybody else got superpowers.
I get he is like the most accessible version of, maybe I could be an Avenger.
Yeah, right. But it's like, if he could do it, I could do it.
But he's also the most accessible version of what.
Yeah,
like you might as well be a cop.
Yeah, I know. So we pretty much, this is pretty much her show.
Yeah,
he's like co-starring in it.
Yeah,
and we follow her mostly throughout this first episode, and he's only in there a little bit. Only times he's in there with his kids.
Yeah,
and he's in there sitting, because you saw in the I think the second movie, he got kids. He got like 3 kids and a wife.
Yep.
Like, well, why are you out here doing this then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's one of those characters like he steady keep retiring.
Right. Because he got 3 kids and a wife, and they, they seem to be happy or whatever. Yeah. But for some reason, he wanted to be an assassin.
Every time he thinks he's out, they pull him back in. Okay, but
all the other Avengers are single. Like, nobody got kids and a wife at home, so they can do this.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to them? Yeah. It's like, that's not right to do to your family. Like, all right, let me go risk my life fighting supervillains without powers. I'd be like, oh, stay your ass at home. Let the super people do it.
And in his defense, I will say, it's like he thought he was like going to stay out. It's like the very mention of something that had to do with some superheroes. Right. He went right back.
They all went away in the snap. All of them. You don't think maybe like 2 of them will go, but all of them.
All of them. Like that 50% thing.
But that's like, right, it's 4 of them. So, right. Out of the, it
couldn't be half your family.
Right.
Like
all of just
every other member of your family but you.
That's the way it happened.
Okay.
Ain't my fault. I just, Thanos like, that's the way it happened. Get out of my face. So.
Like, look, I swear it wasn't personal.
So if you saw Endgame, Thanos brought him back. Thanos.
Hulk brought him back.
Right, Hulk brought him back with the snap. So they're back now. He's happy. He retired. He with his family. And I'm at this, so he at the table with his family, cute kids or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is nice. This is good. Why am I here? Because I'm thinking like, I don't care about this right now.
Like that's what makes this so weird when you come into it. It's like you don't understand why you're following either of these characters.
Right.
Like, neither one of them matters anymore.
And I kind of understand why they following Kate Bishop, because this is like her origin story.
Yeah, but it's like,
and it's like a CW show though.
It's such a CW show.
It's like Arrow. It's like an extension of Arrow. They could do this on Arrow.
Because like, what's the girl's name? She's a CW. Kate McNamara. She plays Green Arrow's daughter on the CW stuff.
Okay.
It's the same as when they bring her. It's like, I don't care why you're doing this.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm over it.
She already rich. I'm like, because when she was in that house and she was in that little room, and then she went through the house. I'm like, damn, that big ass. She living a big ass mansion.
Like she living that Tony Stark life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so he's with his kids trying to spend the holidays with them. But Daddy got to take care of something. So I'm gonna send y'all home right now. But I'm gonna be there for Christmas. I promise. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a big story arc. Him getting there by Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's kind of like her origin story because she. So this is what I don't like. They make sure that she's a martial art champion and she's an archery champion.
Yep.
So she can. She's already ready to be a superhero now.
Yeah.
Because she got this. It's like no.
She's just Oliver Queen.
Right, but at least he had some survival training on an island.
Fair.
Where it made him more.
Well, it's like, and they keep pointing out, it's like, you're young and you're rich. Like that's her whole character. She's young, she's rich, and she wants to be Hawkeye. Right.
So it's kind of like her origin story or whatever. So I can care less about this as that more go on, and they got this was a comic run, I guess.
Yeah.
And I never read this and never really knew about it. Because, I told you post 2000, I just wasn't really into comics.
Right.
But so I guess this was pretty popular.
So I hear.
Right.
Like,
but every time I hear more about it, it seems less interesting. I'm like, well, like this is whack.
Like,
and your villains are the tracksuit mafia?
And one of the problems I have with this, right, is like I'm looking at it, and like we always keep saying, it's like it doesn't always have to be a big portal in the sky or a big CGI monster.
Yeah.
I didn't want this street level. Okay, I wanted there to be some stakes.
Right. But we also got so much Arrow. How many seasons is Arrow?
Like 7, 8.
Right. So it's been so much of that this we've seen this.
We've seen it. It's like, okay, so this is Marvel's version of the Green Arrow show. I didn't need that.
Right.
I didn't need that.
So now we got to follow this girl that, and she ain't doing a bad job. The Haley Steinfeld ain't doing a bad job. She got a little charisma, but
but like also, Succession of mantles never sells well.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
But not only she's not doing a bad job, but it's like what they're giving her to do. It's like it's been done before, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now all of a sudden you're gonna be a hero. Yeah. So I heard they getting ready to push this Young Avengers.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So like they're making.
She seemed like the only one they got though.
So
they're gonna do the Ironheart.
They're gonna do Ironheart. They're making Miss Marvel. I think they're working on getting the dude that played Isaiah Bradley's grandson. He's gonna be Patriot
or something like.
But it's like, I don't care.
Right. And by the time you get to that point, what's that gonna be? 2024.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
It's
At
like,
least then they're gonna be like 28 years old by then.
Like, they ain't gonna be Young Avengers. They're gonna be the new Avengers. Like, I don't give a damn.
Right, which is pretty much Teen Titans. Like it's like Marvel's version of Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So, y'all could do that. It's a Disney Plus show, right? So they want to keep it kid friendly, or right. So they can do that, and let us know this is a young people show, and it's got a light tone, so it's for that audience.
Yeah.
So it's for that teenage audience. Look, you about to pull that. Yeah. Okay. It's for that young teen audience, so that's cool if they do that. But right now, I don't need to be here.
Exactly, because like I was even looking at like the when they showed that she was like how old she was during the invasion. I'm like, So like she's barely an adult.
She's 22. She had mentioned it.
Yeah.
When he was like, "What are you, 18?" She's like 22. Same thing.
Same thing. Look, I'm sorry, but it's the same damn thing. Okay.
But no, think about it. When you was 22, wouldn't you be offended if somebody called you 18?
I know.
So I understand what she would feel like if somebody said that to her.
But
anybody could,
especially
from our point of view now, same
but
thing.
Also, especially talking about this superhero life, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah. I mean, she ain't got no experience, so this is the beginning of this.
It's like she, and this is one of my problems. Like folks, like it's such a childlike thing. It's like, no, I've got a black belt and I'm good with a bow. I can be a vigilante.
But see, it's what I'm gonna give her a break at. It's like she wants to do it, but she not doing it. Things are happening.
That's fair.
They kind of right in there. Things are happening where I got to do this, so I won't.
Around her.
Yeah, which is okay. It's kind of like, well, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I ended up doing it.
Right.
It was one of those deals, which is kind of help a little bit, but still.
I mean, she does have that like part, like one of the parts of like the vigilante starter pack is like when a situation arises that you should be trying to get out of.
Yeah,
you get deeper into it to try to figure out what's going on instead of getting your ass out of there.
Right, but
which is kind of necessary to drive the plot.
Considering being a Marvel show, it's not on the level of no other Marvel shows.
No.
And you had a lot to catch up to being Hawkeye, because Hawkeye is one of the, I ain't gonna say least favorite Avengers, but like nobody has a Hawkeye outfit on
and they try
Halloween.
They try to poke fun at that too.
I know. He's like, oh yeah, I don't care. Yeah, okay.
But, you know what your problem is? Branding. That's not my problem.
Right. He's like, because I'm not trying to sell toys or not trying to do this, da da da. Well, what are you trying to do, buddy?
Well, that was the thing I always found.
I don't think I ever seen a Hawkeye costume. Do they got any Hawkeye costume? I would look it up. Do they got any Hawkeye costumes like for Walmart like on Halloween?
I think they did.
You got the
like,
Iron Man, the Captain America.
They never sold
Hulk,
well.
Black Panther.
Yeah, they never sold well. Cause
no kidding, they got a whole warehouse full of those. things.
But it's like the thing I personally always appreciated about Hawkeye was like he was just a slightly off-brand secret agent. Like,
and if you had a Hawkeye outfit, who are you? Hawkeye.
Like part of his outfit was sunglasses. Like part of his uniform was a pair of sunglasses at one point. Like
right.
You know, it was like, okay.
I mean, he all right.
He cool.
But it's just
he ain't flashy.
Given the company that you be around, you are the least coolest.
Like he's the most normal guy on the team.
Yeah, so whatever. You got a family, go be with your family, man.
Yeah. And no one will begrudge you that. You can go. You're good.
Right, but, it's not his choice. He has to. Because when he was Ronin, things got out of hand. And he got to clean up this mess.
I'm still trying to figure out what's so important that he needs that suit back. Like, because it's not like he did anything especially worthwhile when he was on his crusade.
He think if anybody else get a hold of that suit, it'll be dangerous.
It's just a suit.
Not only that, you could copy that suit so easy. It's not like but it don't. It's probably like it looked like it was fireproof.
The most advanced thing about it is it has a retractable sword,
which that ain't part of the suit. That's just one of the weapons.
That's just one of the, it's like you were a ninja. You were just a ninja.
But it ain't nothing to make that suit. Like I mean, it could be it won't have the functions of that suit, but you could just make that suit or whatever. So
it's like I don't like. It's not like
So how'd you feel about that? That little, what they call those things? A Renaissance fair or something?
Yeah.
It looked like old babe, the one, I guess, I don't know if she was like the security or something, but she looked like she was about to handle his ass. Yeah. He's like, no, I just need the suit. He tried to get by shit. No.
Like she even told, look, I know who y'all are, but you ain't getting in here.
You got to sign up.
Unless you sign up and follow the rules.
So how'd you like that scene? You like that stuff, right?
Not really, no.
I thought you do that stuff.
Nah, I don't. I do. I roll dice. I don't.
Okay,
I don't LARP.
Dress up role play.
Yeah. Everybody always thinks that, but it's like I don't begrudge people that do, but it's just like it's such a weird thing to put in this show. But It's whatever.
Right. It's on Disney Plus. Yeah. It's a comedy, whatever.
You know, keep it lighthearted, keep it fun for the family.
Yeah.
This is just a Christmas story with weird Marvel stuff shoved in.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah. So I guess moving forward, I'll check out a couple more episodes. I don't really have too much high hopes for this.
Like, I don't think it's a terrible show. I just no longer have any appetite for this stuff.
It's just like another Arrow show. It's like another. It's not on par with the Winter Soldier and Captain America, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. It's not on par with that.
Yeah. Like, it's not on par with WandaVision.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and like, this is the problem. It's like even before the Marvel started making these shows on Disney Plus, back when they had the stuff on Netflix, we had better stuff on Netflix.
Yeah,
you know,
it's right. So what's the name of the shows were better?
Daredevil was better.
Daredevil and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Those were all good. At least the first seasons of all those were real good.
Yeah, like they certainly dropped in quality, but you know,
and then Iron Fist came out, and everything was just with the shit.
Like after Iron Fist, is like, okay, so we've shot ourselves in the foot. Yeah. We're gonna take ourselves out behind the woodshed and put this dog
it
down.
got infected.
Yeah. They were no, mama, it was my dog. I'll do it. And that's what they did.
But no, you know, it's okay. So moving forward, we'll watch a little bit more and see what we got. But
I'm sure. I'm sure there's people that's enjoying this right now. I don't know any of them. I haven't heard from any of them, but I'm sure they're out there.
Right.
But you know, this is another one that's like, hey, we needed some filler, so we did this.
All right, man. Excuse me. That is our review for Hawkeye episode 1 and 2.
We didn't even talk about the.
You might as well just watch Arrow, huh?
We didn't even talk about the tracksuit mafia.
What's to talk about? But that's our that's our review for Hawkeye's episode 1 and 2. We'll get some more reviews on that. We'll let y'all know how that show going. So all right, we out of here. Anybody still watch the video? Thanks for checking us out, and please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon if you got so you get alerts every time we post new videos or we live stream.
And if you like this video at all, please hit that thumbs up down below. And I guess y'all can comment, but we out.
It is what it is. Whatever. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
All right, we out of here.
Peace, y'all.